Hey everyone, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Relevant Jukebox, and today we're going to talk about the newest album from Kelly Lee Owens, Inner Song. So this is the sophomore full-length album from the electronic producer and singer, and truth be told, I missed her debut album in 2017, but I did see that this got announced, and I figured I'd give it a shot, and it did catch my ears pretty quickly. It's an interesting blend of like house music and pop, and it's got this like nocturnal sort of sci-fi twist to it. Now the way that she opens up this record was sort of an interesting choice with a cover of Radiohead's Weird Fishes Arpeggi. It does a really good job at setting the mood of the record overall, but you know, it's just an okay take on the Radiohead song in my opinion. It is an instrumental cover, which is fine, but you know, she doesn't really put too much of an interesting twist on it, but it does kind of come off like a mixture of Radiohead and the Stranger Things soundtrack, and that Stranger Things vibe actually shows up again on this record on the last track, Wake Up, where towards the end of the cut, she comes very close to teetering with the same melody of the theme song, I think. I kind of like it though. I mean, it's really cool. It's a really dreamy way to end the record as well, which I think is really great. Now, the rest of this album is a mixed bag of sorts with these driving house instrumentals and some pop ballads. And the way that this album flows front to back does kind of feel out of order, if I'm being honest, with sort of a slow start with the first two tracks. I think she definitely saved all the best cuts for the back half of the album, and that starts with the track Corner in the Sky, which is a pretty ominous instrumental groove that sticks out on the LP, and there's also a really odd vocal guest appearance from John Cale of the Velvet Underground fame. The groove of the track washes over you repeatedly for about 7 minutes, which, you know, is fine. I guess small complaint, I do kind of wish there was a beat switch up in there, but you know, overall, I did like the track. Then after this cut, we get two of my favorites on the record with Night and Flow. Night probably being my favorite. I absolutely love that bouncy synth loop that plays throughout. I mean, it's pretty cool. It sounds like something that Aphex Twin would have put on one of his early records. And her vocals on this track are pretty minimal, but also dreamy. And the sentiment in her voice kind of changes as the track progresses with that change up towards the end that I enjoy quite a bit. Flow also has another great loop in it that's super catchy. Also, the beat on this track is really awesome. I'm loving the groove. Melt is the banger of this record with that really intense pounding groove on it with all those descending drum patterns that are really cool sounding. And I guess the only track on this record that didn't really work for me as much as the other ones was Jeanette. I just didn't find the structure of the song to be interesting, honestly, and I kind of got tired of those repeating melodies throughout the whole 6 minutes of it. And out of the more pop-centered cuts on the album, like On, Rewild, Line, and Wake Up, I think Line was my favorite of the bunch. I thought that track had the best chorus out of all of those tracks, but you know, overall, these more pop-centered cuts I think would catch the ears of like Purity Ring fans. There's like an alluring vibe to the instrumentals on these tracks, paired with her vocal performances that remind me a lot of them. So yeah, I mean, overall, I did really enjoy this album, even though it is a mixed bag of sorts, and on some of the instrumental cuts, I do wish that they were a little bit more ambitious, but I think she has a really great ear for melody, and everything on this record rings through so clear and crisp. And already I'm looking forward to what she's gonna do next. And with that being said, I'm feeling an 8 over here on Inner Song. Now, I was looking around online and it looks like some of the limited variants have already sold out. There is a clear that's out of 700 that looks like it's gone. And there's also a white indie exclusive through Rough Trade's website that's sold out, but you still might be able to find that through your local record store, so I would look around for that one. And if you can't find either of those presses, on her Bandcamp, there is a standard black issued vinyl for sale, so I have links down below if you want to grab that. And if you listen to this new Kelly Lee Owens record, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and share, and if you want more content from me, hit that subscribe button. Peace.